So, yeah, so I'm running late. Gonna head to the event now. So let's go. 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 Okay, I have a feeling I'm leaving something super important. By the way, this Airbnb is like super nice. Got everything. Phone, wristbands, wallet, dignity. Got that. So, and you know, got some buddies staying with me to make sure we have fun during the weekend. But you know, one of the things I can share with you is this: is that you know, when you deal with all these emotions, you just want to make sure that you know, you sort through them. You sort through them so you know what to talk about, you know what to say. You can make sure that, you know, it's good to have emotions, but it's bad to be emotional. And I'm just filled with emotions right now. And so many things this past 7 days has tested my emotions. And so heading over there right now, pumped up, excited, don't want to get run over. See you guys soon. Woo!
To the position of Senior Vice President Marc Isaac.
Father Jehovah God for just this opportunity and all the blessings and grace that He's just given me and my family. And I want to thank the co-founders for just creating this unbelievable opportunity and introducing me to amazing mentors. That I want to thank Mr. Mike Kane, Mr. Michael, and Mr. Bay for just everything that you do, because of mentors. They shaped who I am today. And I just have to share, I want to also thank my team, XS Champions, because I love you guys so much. I know there are times that you don't like me and I annoy you and ask you every day, how's business? But it's because I love you and you became more than just a team, you became family. And I also, the people behind me, and these three individuals, my mom, my sister, my dad, this isn't just, they're not just regional vice presidents in ACN. This is my why. This is why I work so hard. They're my everything. And I'm so blessed that they're also my family. And so can we please give them a huge round of applause, because without them, what's crazy is that this all started for me about 9 years ago when I was 19 years old. And when I saw this opportunity for the first time, I was nobody. I really didn't know what I wanted to do in my life, but all I knew is I just wanted to be somebody to somebody that mattered to me. And that was my family, and I do everything for them. They sacrificed so much for me and my sister that I thought that not giving back to them and living my life to the fullest and going all out would be a disgrace. And so I was looking for a way to help them out, and at the time, my dad was vice president for an engineering company. My mom was in the medical field, and I remember that they were living in separate cities at the time. They were living 3 hours apart, and I saw them crying, stressing out when they were talking to each other on the phone. It just seemed like tension was there because they couldn't see each other every single day, and I thought to myself, we didn't move from a different country, Philippines, to United States for this opportunity. There has to be something more than just trading your hours for dollars, and I saw my own family spend more time with their with their jobs, their coworkers, their bosses, and their own kids. And I thought to myself, I want to do anything to make sure that they don't have to work a day in their life ever again. And I wanted to make sure that they know that me and my sister are self-sufficient no matter what. And what was so crazy is that I was just so open-minded and looking for opportunities. You know, it's crazy because I just remember that closed minds doesn't lead to new opportunities. And I remember getting a phone call from a friend of mine that I haven't talked to in years. And I was so surprised when he hit me up. And when he called me, you know, the crazy part is this. He never got started in the business. He never came down to see the presentation. I feel so bad because he missed out on getting paid on all these customers. But the reason why I'm so thankful that he didn't prejudge me and made that phone call is because he introduced me not to just this incredible opportunity, but he introduced to me an individual that I never thought would change my life, an older brother that I never thought I had, Mr. Michael. And I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you do, Mr. Michael. He's not just a mentor, he's also a bigger brother to me. And I remember when he presented the opportunity, I don't remember anything, but I remember he had confidence and I didn't have that. And that's exactly what I needed. That's exactly what I was looking for. Somebody that believed in me more than I believed in myself. And I remember I didn't even have the money to get started. I actually called my mom to see if she could help me out, but because she had other network marketing experience, she said, "You're crazy." I mean, she also said that because I told her it was CNN, we're going to get rich selling cell phones, I'm going to retire her, I'm going to retire Papa. And she said, "What makes you think you can retire us? We can't even retire ourselves." And then she hung up on me. And I said to myself, I'm still going to figure this out. And when I saw her credit card in my wallet, I thought that was a sign from God. So I got started anyways. She saw that transaction and I lost signal because I didn't have flash. And I'm just telling you guys this. The reason I did that, even though I asked her permission, is because I didn't do this to play games. I didn't do this to just mess around. I did this because they were my motivation and they're the reason why I did this business. And I remember my launch in the business and my game plan was nothing special. I just remember Mr. Michael saying, "If you want to be successful, just copy successful people." And I thought to myself, I've been doing that my whole life in school. I can copy my way to SVP. Let's go. Let's go. And so when I came into the business, I had a pretty quick success to executive team leader my first 30 days, and I brought the two most important things you can bring: coachability and a burning desire. And I remember when I was an executive team leader, I've never been in a position to be a leader before. And I remember one of my uplines came up to me and he said, "Mark, we need to talk." And you know that if you ever have someone tell you we need to talk, it's not good. And he said, "Mark, you have a team. You're a leader. You have a responsibility to take care of your team." And when he said that to me, I felt the weight of the world was in my hands. And even though my team was only like 30 people, and I remember telling my parents, we need to do a family emergency meeting. We need to talk. And I looked at them and I said, "Mama, Papa, I got something really important." I said, "I have a team." I told them I'm a leader and I have a responsibility. And I remember telling them that I want to just take one semester off of school. And when I said that to my mom, to an Asian household, they started flipping. My mom said, "You're crazy. What happened to you?" My dad said, "We moved here for a good education and you're not going to do that? Go to your room." And I'm thinking to myself, I'm 19. I still got grounded. But the reason why I remember this because it was such a breaking point. Because when I was on my way to my room, I remember my sister. I remember my sister, as I was walking to her room, she told my parents, "What if he can do this? What if he's actually good at this? How would you feel if you never gave him that chance?" I'm telling you guys this because
because sometimes one loyal sister is equivalent to 1,000 friends, and I'm so glad she's my big sister, and I love her so much. They gave me that shot. That one semester turned into 9 years, but let me tell you something. I knew that I couldn't play games when I got started because I knew I had to show them this works. And I can't just go through the comments, and I had to grow up, and everything started to change because I know there's some millennials in here and you're wondering, how do I get my family to support me? It's not the money, they need to see you change. And I remember my mom said her best investment was that $499 in me getting started because I looked different, I started acting different, I started being more mature, I smelled different, I didn't smell like burgers anymore because I used to work at Johnny Rockets. And because I was willing to change and be a better version of myself, I started attracting amazing people in my business. And when they got started, I became a regional director in 6 months, I became a regional vice president in 2 years, platinum regional vice president in 3 years. But let me tell you this is the biggest blessing that I realized about ACN, is that when I got involved, I wanted to be free. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to be free. I didn't care about the money, but I'll take it. And I remember I was doing a tour in my state, Texas, and I was at a Saturday training. And after the Saturday training, I got a phone call from my dad, and he said, "Mark, I just want to let you know, but Mama's in the hospital. I think you should come back home now." But because of the situation I was in, I was able to get a last-minute flight, pay overpriced, fly straight to my mom. And when I got to the hospital, I was so upset because I found out that my mom had a heart attack the morning before my Saturday training. And I told you, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you call me earlier? I was so mad at them. And you know what they said? They said, "We know you're on your senior vice president run. We didn't want to distract you. We want you to focus and go out and don't worry about talking to everyone. We're already recruiting them." That's the support I have, and that's my family, and I'm so blessed to have them. But I was so glad that they let me fail. They let me learn. And if you're a parent watching this, you have to understand, don't be scared for your kids to fail, but be there when they're about to get out, because that's how champions are born. But it wasn't always a fast success for me. I got stuck at regional vice president for 7 years. So many people remember this, but when I said I was getting promoted to senior vice president, when I was a regional vice president on this stage, I said I'm going to do it at 22 years old and didn't get it done. I told them I'm going to get senior vice president at 23 years old. It still didn't happen. I told them at 24 years old I will be a senior vice president, and they said, "Mark, you said that last year." And I said, "I don't care what I said last year. I'm going to get it done at 25 years old." And you know what they said? They said, "You keep saying that. I don't believe you." I said, "I don't care if you believe in me. I believe in me. I'm going to get this sucker done and become a senior vice president." And 7 years later, I'm proud to say I'm now a senior vice president. Lessons I'll just share with you, and I'll end it out with this. You know, a lot of people ask me, what did you do to get through that breakthrough after being stuck for 7 years? What did you do after people didn't believe in you? And I had family members quit. I had friends quit. I had a lot of people that didn't support me because they started thinking I was promising them things that I couldn't fulfill. But I knew I was going to get this done. And you know what's crazy is this. I started getting frustrated, but I worked every single day. I didn't take a single vacation unless it was an ACN retreat because I promised myself that I was going to finish what I started. And this is my big advice for you. Don't let where you want to be disrupt your peace where you're at right now. Get to work, do whatever you need to do, and keep moving forward and embrace the process. And everything shifted for me when I learned this. I was so busy trying to recruit people into this business, to build the business, instead of using this business to build people. And when I started focusing on building my people and building my team and building everybody, that's when things started to change. So I'm proud to say that I am Filipino. I'm proud to say I am American. I'm proud to say I'm a millennial. But I'm also Marc Isaac, and now I'm a senior vice president.